Today we are working Psalm 108. Psalm 108 is used to bless a home. It's used to bring success in business, and it's also used to forgive the ingratitude of others. Today we are going to work Psalm 108 for success out of chaos. Success out of chaos. Chaos can be any kind of problem that seems insurmountable or you don't know what to do, things that you're scrambling to fix. To not only heal the chaos or heal the scramble, but to actually turn it into success. The way we work psalm magic is extremely simple and very effective. We take our psalm and we speak it out loud all the way through once without stopping. We call this recitation an incantation. After we've finished with our incantation, we go back through the psalm and we consider each verse in turn. We dig for hidden, occult meanings behind each word, and we do our best to apply that to whatever the situation at hand is. And while we're working like this, we are taking what we call magic seeds that we find in those psalms and planting them into the fertile ground of our minds, where they take root. They grow, they blossom forth, and then they bear fruit after their kind. And that is precisely what we are going to do together with Psalm 108. O God, my heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise, even with my glory. Awake, psaltery and harp, I myself will awake early. I will praise thee, O Lord, among the people, and I will sing praises unto thee among the nations. For thy mercy is great above the heavens, and thy truth reacheth unto the clouds. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens, and thy glory above all the earth, that thy beloved may be delivered. Save with thy right hand, and answer me. God hath spoken in his holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem, and mete out the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine, Ephraim also is the strength of mine head, Judah is my lawgiver, Moab is my washpot, over Edom I will cast out my shoe, over Philistia will I triumph. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Wilt not thou, O God, who hast cast us off? And wilt not thou, O God, go forth with our hosts? Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. Interestingly enough, this psalm is a construct. They took parts of Psalm 57 and parts of Psalm 60 and combined them to create a new psalm. The two older psalms were part of the older psalmic tradition, and they put them together to make a new psalm. And I don't know that anybody's in agreement as to why they did that, but that's what we have here. But we do treat it as its own psalm. It starts out with, O God, my heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise even with my glory. So this is an instruction to us about how we need to start off this spell so that we have success. First of all, God is Elohim, and Elohim is the collective of the host of heaven. So God as a collective. It says, my heart is fixed. The heart in the Psalms means the deep mind, or to many, the subconscious mind. When your deep mind is fixed on something, then that something actually occurs. So if we fix our deep mind on something, that means that our faith is unshakable, and we don't have to worry about that thing happening. It says, I will sing and give praise even with my glory. So what is your glory? Your glory is your aura. Your glory is that which glows. It's that which enlivens you. And you are going to sing and give praise. To sing is to create a vibrational disturbance in the atmosphere. And to praise means to acknowledge enthusiastically that something is good. And so we are using the electric body that we have, our glory, to create an intentional vibrational disturbance in the atmosphere, to bring praise, to acknowledge enthusiastically what is good. Awake, psaltery, and harp, I myself will awake early. So to awake your psaltery and your harp is recognizing that what you do with your hands is going to be the music of praise. Everything that you do in the world, rather than being a distraction for you, is going to reinforce what you have just promised yourself, what you've just decided that you're going to do. I myself will awake early. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get up in the morning really early. To awake early means that I'm doing this now. I'm not waiting. There is no delay. I don't have to wait for the right lunar phase. I don't have to wait for the right day of the week. I don't have to wait for the planets to align in a certain configuration. There isn't a better season. It's right now. I'm not waiting. I will praise thee, O Lord, among the people. To praise the Lord means to praise that which is already good in your life. If we're trying to take some sort of chaotic situation and transform it and turn it around, the only way we can do that is to find what's good first. There's got to be some little seed of good somewhere. Nothing is 100% bad. There's no such thing that there's 100% bad in your life. So you have to find what is working even in the midst of all of this chaos, even in the midst of whatever this problem is. And that's what the Lord is. That's what the Lord is in this situation. It's not an external deity. Please save me. Please save me. No, what we're doing is we're praising something that's good in our lives. That's where the Lord is showing up for you, is what's good. Something good is happening. Your body's alive. You have a bed. You have something that is good. And you're going to start praising everything that is good. Among the people are your thoughts. So your thoughts may be going, everything's ruined, everything's bad, nothing's good. It's chaos. And among that, you have got to start praising in the midst of that. And then it says, I will sing praises unto thee among the nations. That means that you get to stand up to your own overarching thought forms, your major belief systems. You may really believe that this is just the way life is. You may really believe that you don't have any power, that you have no way of triumphing. You may really believe that this is your lot in life and that the deck is stacked against you. It doesn't matter. You're going to sing praises among them. You don't have to conquer those thought forms. You don't have to convince those ideas. You don't have to change your mind. You just have to praise among them. For thy mercy is great above the heavens, and thy truth reacheth unto the clouds. So the heavens and the clouds, we're talking about the realm of cause. In the realm of cause, that which is going to make things happen for us, there is great mercy that reaches into every aspect of the causative plane. Therefore, since there's mercy in the causative plane, mercy in the plane of effect is a given. It's inevitable, as long as we don't counter that. And the way that we stop countering that on our own is by just remembering to praise what is good. Not by going through and trying to undo all of our negative thoughts or any of that right now. We're just going to focus on praise and let the thoughts be what they are and let the mercy happen. Mercy is the solving of the problem. Mercy is the goal being achieved. And our stated goal in this psalm, it was to create success, even profit from any chaos or problem that we are experiencing. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens, and thy glory above all the earth. Get your mind on the cause, it's telling us. We are going to remember that if we are 100% focused on the causative plane, which it's calling God, the Lord, and heaven, if we're exalting that, if that is the only thing that we are focusing on, and we are going to let the effects or the realm of earth take care of itself, then we've got our mind in the right place. We put our mind where we need to. Because if we're always trying to combat or deal with the chaos we're trying to turn into success, then we're lost in it. But if we put our mind completely on the realm of cause and let the effects take care of themselves, then we've got the horse before the cart. And that means that our success is inevitable. We don't have to worry about it. that thy beloved may be delivered. Save with thy right hand and answer me. Now we are very clear here that we are the beloved of the infinite. And if we don't see ourselves as that, it's time we do that right now. We have to recognize what our relationship is with the infinite, with the creator of the entire cosmos. We are the beloved child. Think along those lines. I'm the beloved child of the infinite. Of course, the infinite wants me to be successful. Of course, the infinite wants me to have blessings. Of course, the infinite wants me to be happy. So whatever it is that I'm bringing to the infinite here, of course, my success is inevitable as long as I'm not changing the causes, putting my own causes in there in front of the infinites. I have to take my mind out of the effects completely and go 100% into the realm of cause and let the love and mercy of the infinite flow through the situation because I'm its beloved. That thy beloved may be delivered. To be delivered means to instantly have that problem solved. It's not this gradual process. That's not deliverance. Deliverance means immediately. Once the package is delivered, you've got it. It's not the process of delivery where you're waiting for the package to arrive. Once it's delivered, it's there. The answer to your problem is yours. Save with thy right hand and answer me. When it says the right hand, it's talking about the utility hand, the hand that wields the sword, that brings nourishment. It's just a poetic understanding that the Holy of Holies has me as its priority right now because I'm its beloved. That's the mindset that we get into. God hath spoken in his holiness. The voice of God is the creative principle of God. When God speaks, it is so. It's the idea that something is created. God hath spoken in his holiness. It's already happened. It's already happened. My desire has already been fulfilled. My need has already been met. It's happened already. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and mete out the valley of Succoth. So those are enemies of the ancient Israelites. Let's not go into too much about the story here because I don't want to get off the energy of the psalm. We can go into those on another day, all of the intricacies of these things. Just suffice it to say that whatever this chaos is, whatever this problem is that you're wanting to turn into something good, it's dividing and meting out your problems, your chaos for you. The infinite has spoken, and this is your gift. Gilead is mine. Manasseh is mine. Ephraim is also the strength of mine head. Judah is my lawgiver. This is a part of the psalm where an oracle is speaking. This is as if God is speaking to you. These are all aspects of Israel. These are all aspects of the kingdom. Therefore, this is every aspect of who you are as a soul. You are God's. If you have a child in this world, say you have a daughter and she grows up and she's 3, then she's 10, then she's 12. She's your daughter. She's yours. She's your daughter. You don't say, this is the daughter that I gave birth to. You say, this is my daughter. When she's 40, you don't stop saying this is my daughter, even though she has her independence. This is my daughter. She'll always be your daughter. She'll always be your baby daughter, no matter what anybody says or does. That will never change. The same is true on steroids for us in regards to our Creator. So no matter how, quote, independent we have made ourselves think we are by building our egos, by building our personalities, the infinite doesn't ever stop thinking of you as its own. It owns you in that regard, so the infinite claims you as its own. That's not something to take away from your power and your sovereignty. It's the love the infinite has for you, and is the reason why you don't have to worry about being loved. You don't have to worry about getting the help that you need. The only thing you have to concern yourself with is not negating the help that's coming to you. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom I will cast out my shoe. Over Philistia will I triumph. This is still the oracle speaking. These are your problems. This is the stuff that you've brought to the psalm to have success instead of this. These are ancient symbols to say you don't have to worry about this stuff that's going on, because the infinite casting out its shoe, throwing the water out of the washpot, triumphing over these apparent problems. You don't have to worry about it. It's nothing but a shoe. It's nothing but water in a wash bin. These aren't big problems to the infinite. Then who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Now, this is us speaking. Who's going to deliver me from this problem? Who's going to turn this situation around for me? I can't seem to do it on my own. Who's going to do that? This is a rhetorical question that we answer for ourselves. Wilt not thou, O God, who has cast us off? And wilt thou not, O God, go forth with our hosts? The idea being here that the reason I'm having this problem in the first place is that somehow God's cast me off, or somehow God has abandoned me. And it's really important to understand that it may seem like the infinite has abandoned you, but the infinite never does abandon you, can't abandon you, won't abandon you. It's never going to happen. You're always at one with your Creator, whether you are aware of it or not. So by giving voice to this idea that the reason why I'm having this problem is because I was abandoned in the first place is a reminder to us what that abandonment actually was. It was us that turned our back on the infinite. We're giving voice to these ideas that somehow we were abandoned by our Creator, but we have to understand that's not what happened, and that never could happen. And so, of course, the infinite is going to go forth with our hosts. Our ability to conquer this, our ability to not only conquer this problem and be healed by it, but to profit from it, this is the will of the infinite. This is the will of the infinite. Harkening back to the beginning of the psalm, our job is not to convince the infinite to do this for us. Our job is to stop interfering with it and to keep our mind stayed on the realm of cause and not get involved in all the intricacies in the realm of effect, where we actually are interfering instead of helping. Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. Reiterating that same idea. You are the helper, we are the problem. That's not self-deprecating. It's just a statement of fact. The reason I'm going through this is because I think I know what to do. That's vain. And so I don't want to help. I don't want to help here. I don't want help from people. I'm going to stop looking this up on the internet. I'm going to stop calling people. What do I do? What do I do? I'm going to turn to the realm of cause and let the realm of cause take over. And I'm going to withdraw my so-called help from the situation. And I'm going to allow myself to be helped. Now, of course, when we do that, as we learn how to receive the assistance from the higher realms, we are also learning how to receive guidance from the higher realms. And if there is action that is to be taken on our part, it's going to be obvious to us. There will be no question, but it's not because we're coming up with our own bright ideas. I wonder if I should. No. Once the infinite tells you, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, it'll be apparent, it'll be obvious. My intuition is guiding me to do this or to do that, not because I'm coming up with my own ideas about what to do. Because coming up with my own ideas of what to do is at least partly the reason why I was stuck in this to begin with. Through God shall we do valiantly, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies. Treading down our enemies is talking about the chaos that we're experiencing, and not only wanting it to be healed, but that we profit from it, that we become better because of it, that we become more successful because of it, totally transforming it. Just like an ancient alchemist taking some base metal like lead and turning it into gold. That's exactly what we want to do here. Through God we shall do this. And again, God isn't something up in the sky. God is the source out of which we are extended. And so when we really get beyond our erroneous ideas of separation in our consciousness, and we fix our heart, as it said, we fix our deep mind on the truth that in the realm of cause, the infinite has all the power, and that if we don't interfere and get in the way and start coming up with our own ideas about this, then it's just a matter of allowing on our part. The infinite doesn't have difficulty. And that's where I think we get tripped up, because we think something's difficult. We think, I wonder if the infinite can handle this. Is the Lord going to be able to do this though? There is no difficult. There is no easy. There is no up. There is no down. There is no left. There is no right. None of that exists in the mind of the infinite. It's infinite. It's a matter of us recognizing that it's not up to us, that the infinite will do it valiantly. For he it is that shall tread down our enemies, meaning it's just a matter of allowing it to happen for us. It's deliverance, remember? When the package comes, we open it. We have all of our success. We have all of our joy. We have all of our abundance, whatever it is we are looking for, instead of this chaos. It's just how it works. And that's not because the infinite did us a favor. It's not because now we owe something. It's because we are its beloved. If you're an imperfect parent and you want to do something wonderful for your child, you don't say, okay, now I did that for you, so what are you doing for me? There's nothing transactional about that when you're a loving parent. But even the most loving parent in the mortal world, there's still ego, still imperfections. It's not perfect. And even within that, there is unconditional love. Now imagine the perfect parent, if you will. We have to get that in our minds, that we are extended out of love, out of absolute love. And the infinite's opinion of us, the judgment of God, if you will, is that we are so fabulous. We are so beautiful. We are so perfect. There's not enough understanding of how that kind of love could even be from our point of view here. So we don't have to worry about, oh, I hope that I get the favor from God and what do I have to do to repay? No, not at all. It's because the infinite loves you. Now, of course, all magic does have its price, but it's not because the infinite is being transactional. It's because we live in a world where there is give and take. And so for us, what's the price? We have to give up our control over this situation. That's the price. That's the cost. We have to let the infinite do it for us and through us. And as that happens, we are going to be guided and led, and then we have to do whatever we're guided to do. And it's going to be unique to each and every one. And that's the price you pay. But it's not that you're paying a price to the infinite because, come on, I charged you for this. This was $17. I need my money. This is happening because the infinite loves you so much. But yes, you do have to do your part. And your part in this particular psalm is letting go of your own ideas and letting the infinite do it for you. So you just keep coming back to this same psalm again and again, and eventually you will get that sense that everything's working out, that you have utter peace and certainty that all is well, often before you see anything moving in the physical world. But that sense of peace and certainty means that your spell has taken. It's already been cast. There's nothing more you need to do about this situation, and you can just move on to something else. Thank you so very much for being with me today. Until next time, blessed be.